Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. It is getting later in the evening and I didn't get a good start today. I had a bunch of errands to run. So now I'm doing an evening video and I'm gonna load it up and start it on Etsy, not Etsy, YouTube in the morning. Okay, so today we're going to make this. I don't know how fast it'll be or how slow it'll be, but let's get to it. This is a really cool pocket, and in it, if it were glued on the two sides and the bottom to this page, it would make a pocket back here. And then this here is a secret pocket right in here. Now you may be seeing that this is a sack. It is a sack. And then it undoes here. And right here we have another little pocket. And Humpty Dumpty's hiding in there. Oh dear. Let's back out. So we had our pocket here. And then we have our pocket up here. And then the sack opens here. So you could put more things in there, but I just put 2 cards in there. And apparently glued that one in. So there's 2 cards. And then you open it all the way up. And right here are 2 little tags. So all of that is inside of here. And then, of course, our little hidden pocket, you can see, is just cut from the side of the sack. So I'm going to show you how to make the base sack. And hopefully we'll have time and get it covered. On the back, I have this taped down with a nice wide packing tape. And then I just covered it so that when you slide things under it, they don't get caught up on this tape. So there we go. Easy peasy. Okay. So my sack is actually a wine bag. And it's very long. But I cut it down to let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 and 1/4 inches. 12 and 1/4 is what this is. 12 and 1/4. So, and then what I did was I cut this piece off the bottom of the bag. That's the little part right there. And then I did my 12 and 1/4 from that bottom with that cut off. And then I cut it right here. Okay? I put the seam side up towards me. And then I wanted to fold the top over. I don't know. Let's fold it over about that far. Let's see if I'm about close. No, let's go a little deeper. We want a good sized flap on there because we want a pocket right here. Who was I trying to kid? Okay. And then we want to, let me take a bone folder to this because I really want it to fold nice. Then we're going to take this piece up and it's going to be underneath here. Now, there's no set size on this, other than you want it to be able to fit onto a page. Whether it's a journal like this or a journal like the one we're making, which is the Alice journal. You know, if it was to go right here, then it would still open and work. Okay, so that seems a little crooked to me. I don't know why, but it really does. I think it's right here. That piece is just in the wrong place at the right time. Okay, so there we go. We have our basic bag ready to go. So what I did from here was I opened this up, and you have this line going across there. That's the one that we just folded on. And I opened it up to here. This is making the secret pocket. It gets to be first. I just put a slit on the seam. This does not have to be cut perfectly. Just don't cut your hand that's on the inside of the bag. And clip it up to that little seam there. And then clip here. Right there. And here. There we go. Now let's finish cutting it down this way. And stop at the bottom fold, where it folds up to make that bottom pocket. I'll tell you what else I was going to do was I was going to put some little paper, bits of paper in that on the inside. So now we want to take and glue these little flaps down on the inside of the bag. So let's do that. Get that one out of my way. Okay, open that up and squish that one in. And let's do the same here. I'm going to set it down here so that I can kind of open this up. Now, what if you don't have a wine bag? Well, you could make one. Make a wine bag, you say? Well, sure. I won't probably have time to show you right today, but we can deconstruct a bag, check out how it's made, and then we can make our own out of a big piece of paper. You could use newsprint or a newspaper. You could use a large book. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, this piece up here we want to glue together because that's going to hold this part of your upper pocket a little tighter closed. So glue that one together. And then come over here. And we'll glue this side together, just the same area. Well, you probably could glue down the whole thing, but I didn't find it necessary at all. Just for the upper part. Now, in here, we want to glue down these flaps and get them out of our way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there. That's a flap there, you see. And we're going to glue it down inside Take your bone folder if you must. I must, so I do. And press it down. Now we have another one. So let's glue it down. You don't have to get glue all the way to the bottom of the pocket. That's not necessary. It's just going to prevent the bag from doing lots of tearing or opening or closing on its own. That's all. That's all, folks. Okay, now, there. You might have to glue this down a little more. I'm going to put paper in there anyway. Right on the inside. So let's find a piece of paper. Ooh, this would go good there. That's a nice wide one. Let's find a thinner one. We don't need much, really. I'm using my scraps. Okay, this will work. So I want to cut this to fit on the inside. Okay, pencil. Right there. And we'll cut that off. Yep, busy day today. Life. There's that one. I'm going to make a second one in case I decide to cover both sections in there. You don't have to. Only reason I am is because I like the I like to be sure things are well covered. Now see, in here you can see I did not. I only covered the upper part because you can see it. So we'll do the same on this one. So let's look in there and be sure that this part right here, the back flap, let's make sure it's glued down. Otherwise, it will get in your way when you put things in and out of the pocket. Okay. Drop my little scissors on the floor. Let me grab them before the dog comes in and grabs them. She would do that. Okay, so we're going to put this on the upper flap. Did I glue the wrong one? I did, didn't I? Upper flap up here. We're going to glue it in there. Now I'm not going to ink this one up just to save a little bit of time. It's driving me crazy, but I'm gonna resist. Hi, Libby. Going to resist to save time. I'm gonna squish that down in there. Not that way, I'm not. Okay. So there we go. You don't want it to go any further than this line. Now, something I do want to do, I am going to ink these parts up because I want you to be able to see what I'm talking about when I get to lines and stuff. When I say, just put it up to that line, you should probably be able to see it. Isn't that better? I'm going to flip it over. I know, this is not the best way to treat your ink pad, but sometimes mine get treated that way. So let's go down and do that bottom fold as well. This is on the inside. It's just so we can see it. so we don't go over our lines. Okay. Go ahead and pink that one up, just as precaution. Okay, so then what I did was I went to the front. See, we have that little piece of paper in there, and after we put our paper here, we will cut that. I want to just push this down a little bit, just so it lays flatter. I mean, it will anyway, because we're going to put paper over it. Okay. Whew. That part's done. Now we're going to use this piece of paper back here on the inside. So let's start with our bottom flap on the... And actually, you could start up here because you're going to put a pocket on it anyway. So, you know, you could get away with not covering that whole piece because you don't really need to. So let's make a line. And let's put it in our trimmer. Not that far. That would be a giant pocket. And hopefully I have it lined up. There we go. And then make sure your words are reading the correct direction. So this is going to go into the Alice journal. And, oh! See what I did? I forgot to trim this side. So, we will do that. We will just do that right this minute. Got my desk all wiped down today. Oh, that felt good. Okay. Do not cut the inside of your bag. Or do not cut that. Do not cut your bag open, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, almost did. You kind of turn your scissors at a little bit of an angle there and get under the bag. There we go. I think we did it. That was goofy of me, wasn't it? And then we want another piece down here for the pocket. Not that one, because it's too short. So let's pick this. It has this nice border on it. I'm going to draw my line this time there. Then we're going to draw it right there. What a day, what a day, what a day. Some days are just busy, aren't they? And tomorrow it will be too, because I am going to post things on Etsy tomorrow. And I'll show you some of the fun stuff I've been making. I'm not going to post it all. The other one I did not put a thumb notch in. I didn't feel that it needed one because I have tags in there that stick up. So I'm trying to ink it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to ink, but I'm trying to ink. The Alice stuff is fit to be inked. That is for sure. So gluing on 3 sides. and applying it to the pocket. There we go. And that is going to make our inside of this pocket, the inside here. Not the inside of the pocket, no. Okay, so we're going to move this one up to here, keeping it above our inked line. And we're going to trim it off up there. And then we have to trim it here. So let's go up here first. Oh my. Now I know I put the pencil mark up there, but man, I can't see it. Okay, who took the ink mark? The pencil mark? Who did it? Oh, it's right under that Z. Got it. Okay. So first, let's see if we have enough space. Oh, we don't. I have to trim just a little bit off, which is fine because I would want to trim this piece off anyway. Now, I think I cut that crooked, so... Yeah, it was. It's a little crookedy paper. So we're going to cut it right about there. Almost didn't make that cut very good. Oh. And now right below the Z, hope that's on only Z. There we go. This is going to go right here. Need to erase, not rinse. I need to rinse away the pencil mark, please. Get off there, little dust. Okay, below the line up there. Well, it sticks over just slightly, but I think we're okay. Okay. So there we go. Now let's finish the front of this inside pocket. And let's just keep going with the theme here. Cut this off right here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Those pencil lines are pretty elusive. Making sure our words are right side up. Okay. Right up to the top. Okay. I'd say that sack is not the same size down there as it is up here. Just trimming a little bit of my sack away. Not my sack, but a little bit of the paper away. Okay, now we have that part. We have a pocket. We have a pocket. When that's dry a little bit, then we'll take the hole punch to it. So now we need to do this part. Right up here, we're going to put a piece. And I don't know, what shall we go with? Will you go down here, Humpty? You will. Oh, great. Okay, we'll put Humpty down here on the bottom. Humpty Dumpty. And then, yeah, this bag is proving to be a little bit wonky. I should have known it was a wonky bag when I picked it up. Ooh, look, I'm going to cut his hand off. Is that acceptable? I don't think so. I'm going to cut a little off this side. Now my line is right under the red line there. I'm going to go over to his fingertips. Clip that off. I'm going to remeasure that. And I'm still going to cut his hand off. He's going to have a missing thumb. Sorry, guy. Gotta do it. I'm really sorry. Just cracked the old egg. And, oh, we need to cut that part off. Just under the red. Right about there. This is going to go right on there. It's always kind of nice to put in a secret pocket into your journal. Not that we would ever use it, or we would hide something in it, and we'd never know where it was again. So, you know, it'd be well hidden until somebody found it. Okay. I cut him just a little bit short. That's okay, because I kind of feel like that bag is a little crooked right there. Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's fix that bag. I cut it crooked. That looks better. Okay. Sometimes you gotta fix things, right? Okay. Let me get some of this junk out of my way. Now, okay, we're going this way. And Humpty Dumpty needs a piece up here. So we might as well cut it from the same paper. And let's use the Humpty Dumpty words, because we can. Let's cut it right on the red line. You'll probably be seeing these papers in another project. All these slices and cuts will probably become something new. Okay, so right there. Mark it side to side. And then mark it. To market, to buy a fat egg. That would be Humpty. Humpty is our very fat little guy egg. And right here. Now you don't need sizes on all these papers because you're going to cut them to size with whatever it is you're using as your sack. And maybe tomorrow we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I can make our own bag. But I don't know because I really want to get stuff loaded to Etsy. So I need to do that first. Okay, well, my thing is off just a little bit. So I'm just going to try and center it between the top and the bottom here. And then I may trim my bag off here as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that on here. Oh, that's a pretty side too. It even has some brick. Ooh. It's kind of nice with the little bits of brick there, huh? And the tree. I will use the poem. Humpty needs his poem. Thursday, we take Liberty to the vet again, and she gets another x-ray of her leg. Hopefully it's healing. No. Starting to worry. We've been so careful with her, you know, that I just don't see how it could not be healing right. Oh, Angela. I just made a boo-boo. And I'll tell you why as soon as I get that off. Okay, this piece here, we have to find its center. Let me get something to set this on. If it sticks, that's a bill. Well, it's not a bill, it's what I paid. It's a receipt. Okay. So this is, so if I go 3/4 here, 1/4 there, the center is right about here. Okay. So the button's going to take up some room here. We have to put our brad in for the sake of a button, a closure. There we go. And I do have one here. Oh dear. I must put it back in the box. Okay, grab a number. Number 23. Bingo! Okay, so number 23 is now on there and will become the famous Humpty Dumpty tie down. And we're going to put a tie around Humpty so he stays on the wall. Now that sounds like a story for the kids. So perhaps that's for another time. Okay, centering top to bottom, perhaps having to cut a little bit off. It's okay if we do. Works for me if it works for you. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit crooked there, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a little trim, if I can get it in there with the number on there. Now, it's not going to probably trim up very well because it's wet. Okay, there we go. See how that bag is sticking out there? Let's push it in. He's my culprit. Right there. You're the culprit. You're causing problems, man. Okay, let's cut our piece there. I'm using this great big punch. Don't have to. It says rabbit hole. Aww. I've been running down rabbit holes all day. There we go. Save those words. My goodness, yes. Okay, so here's the front of our book. Now let's put on our string, our tie closure. Oh, not that one. That one's already tied to something. Oh, here it is. And I chose to use the red to go with the Alice theme. Hey. So let's figure out where this is going to end up at. This will go around a couple times, like so. Nope. Okay. So let me get my packing tape. I pulled out a piece about, I don't know, 1.5 inches wide. And then I trimmed it in half. Oh, get that piece of paper off there. So there's 2. Stuck it to my scissors. And then I pulled this nice and tight. Wrapped it around. And put this right there. And we're going to cut this right there and fold that back over that piece right there. And this is why I covered the back of the thing, was because I didn't want that showing up on the other side. So I have no, that's not wide enough. Let's use this one. Okay. Right there. To right here. And I'll cut 2 of them because I'll probably make another one of these. One will be for a booklet. I think I'll open this one. There we go. Uh-oh. What did I do with Humpty? Did you see where I tossed him? Not there. That's the finished one. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I do that. Okay, I am totally at a loss. I'm not finding it. Oh, here it is. It was turned over this way and I just couldn't distinguish it amongst the other papers. And I'm just going to glue this one down. And it's just to cover this piece and make it so paper slides in easily behind the envelope. Plus it'll keep our tape down completely, because we're going to glue it down completely. And if that hangs over a little bit, we'll trim it up. It has a little hangover down there, so it's going to be on the inside of a book anyway, a journal. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. I think we made it. Let's make sure Okay, so we have our upper pocket. Let's stick Alice in there. Will she fit? She does. Look at that. And then we have our inside pocket here. And we could stick a couple of things in there. Oh, not that. We have to trim that. And then later we would trim our corners, or we could just do it now. Flip that over there. And it would be a tag. We'd put a hole in it. Nice big wide tag. Let's turn it this way so it can be seen. My plan for back here was to put a little thing of papers in here to write on. You know, like so. And staple them together and then glue just the back end right there. So that was my idea for back there. It would be a little writing journal. And we're already at 41 minutes, so I'm not going to take you any further. But that was my idea, is that there would be a little notebook right in here. You know, about 4 or 5 pages. So then we have our pocket here, and you can slide one on the back side of the bag and one on the front. And then this would close. We'd do that. And then we would have our big back pocket right there. And then over here, hiding between the layers, is our secret pocket right there. And maybe you'd want to hide something in there that actually hides. But that is what my idea was. So there we go. Some great little Alice pockets. And lots of fun to make. And these are made out of a wine bag. But, you know, we can deconstruct this and see what it looks like as a bag, or we could put 2 small bags together to make these. So there's lots of ways to do it. So I don't know if we need to deconstruct a bag and do the whole thing on a piece of paper. So there we go. All done. I appreciate you hanging out with me for this little bit, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how we made these little cards. And I don't know, I think they're a lot of fun. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Perfect for a journal. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. And become a subscriber if you're not. Big hugs.